And in the summertime, I can't think about anything better for pudding than a Pavlova roulade. It's very easy to make. People think roulades are going to be tricky. They're not that difficult, as long as you use a bit of confidence and you know the routine. Fantastic for different fillings. I mean, I'm going to do one today with raspberries and lovely cream and a bit of raspberry jam in there, but it could be tropical fruit with a little bit of rum in the cream. It could be chocolate spread with nuts and bananas. It could even be Bailey's Irish cream. Whatever you want to go for, feel free. The first thing to do is obviously egg whites. In here I've got 9 egg whites. Make sure your bowl is very clean, and to make it even cleaner, I just rub the bowl with a little bit of lemon skin just to remove any fats that could be on the bowl. And the other trick is to have your egg whites at room temperature, and also you don't want dead fresh eggs for meringue because the white is too thick on a very fresh egg, and as it gets older it slightly breaks down, making it easier to take in the volume of air. So a 2 to 3 week old egg is perfect. So what I've done here is I've whipped the eggs to soft peaks, and now I'm just going to add caster sugar and get it so it's nice and glossy. And when you start off with the meringues, don't start off at full speed. You start on a low speed and build up. These little gadgets, very good value, easy to get, and take all that hard work out of hand beating an egg white. Alright, well let's give that a shot, and then all we've got to do now is just fold. This is a trick. A lot of people think meringue is meringue, which it is, but what's the difference between meringue and pavlova? Well, obviously a pavlova has a sort of squidgy soft centre, and you get that by adding a little pinch of cream of tartar, some corn flour, and a splash of white wine vinegar. And also I'm going to add just a little splash of vanilla extract, and then we just fold all that in. And that is also what turns it slightly sort of orangey coloured. Okay, so that's it. That is it. That is simple. A little tray, some greaseproof paper or kitchen non-stick, and then you just dollop it on. There's no finesse or art about this. You could leave it like that if you want it craggy, but it wouldn't roll very well. But if you wanted a nice sort of rustic meringue or pavlova, that's how you do it. And then you just spread it roughly evenly. Again, it's not one where you're going to use a palette knife to iron out all the creases. It's just as simple as that. And that goes into, we have, unlike a meringue where you have a very, very low oven, this goes in at 180 degrees, and immediately you turn the oven down to 150, and then you cook it for about 20-25 minutes, something like that. So I shall come back to you when it's ready. All right, the meringue's out of the oven. It's cooling down, so whilst that's all happening, we can actually just make a quick raspberry sauce, which is nice to serve with it. So what I've got here, just some fresh raspberries. You could use frozen raspberries. I don't think they're quite as good, but depending on what time of year you're making this, we're in the summer, so I'm using fresh. A little bit of icing sugar is all that is needed. Oops. Use a spoon, it's always easier. Our chefs and our shortcuts, it doesn't always work. And a little bit of lemon juice. We're squeezing through the fingers here, catch any pips. Like that. And then just blast away. Beautiful. Painless, easy, good little gadget. Pushing through the sieve, now you could serve it straight up, but Granny's coming round to tea, she won't be appreciating all those little seeds in her false teeth. So we just push that through a sieve and we get a beautifully sweet, fantastic coloured sauce, which we'll put into a little jug as soon as the pavlova is ready to be served. And that's it. There you go. It's a dish of 3 parts, so I'll be back again. Wow, look at this, you see. There is the pav that's been cooked. Slightly amber coloured, doesn't matter about the cracking up. That's how it should be. It's quite a rustic dish. So this is the trick. Everyone goes, how do I lift this? But it's actually pretty easy, really, says me. It's just crumbled a bit more, but it doesn't matter, because all you're going to do is whack it like this. Right, so any few crumbs, just stick them in the old. Right, there's our base. Put any little bit of crumbs just in the middle like that. It's not a matter, no point wasting them, is there? And then we're just going to put some raspberry jam. Now I've just got a proprietary brand here, but if you want to feel like making your own, which we do normally, I don't know why I haven't got any left, but my kids must have been at it. So just put a bit of that on there like that, and then just spread it. It's very, you know, don't get all pussy about it. It's just a food at the end of the day that's really tasty. Looks aren't everything, as I keep telling my wife. There you go. So that is that bit. And now, cream. Got some cream here. Whoa, straight on the hips. Just beautiful. Okay, as you can imagine, this isn't a dish you're going to put in the fridge or anything, because the sugar will seep out of the meringue and get little sort of droplets on the surface. So you can make your meringue 24 hours in advance, keep it in a dry place, and then try and do this fairly soon before you're going to eat, because the cream obviously should go in the fridge, but as long as you're going to eat it within a couple of hours, it'll be fine. Look at that. Oh dear, my stomach's already expanding and I haven't even had a piece yet. Right, then we're just going to pop in some raspberries. So we just scatter those liberally over like that. Try and make sure you get it. I don't put anything too close to this edge because I'm going to turn it in a minute. So I want to get that centre nice and tight. The centre of the roll, that is. And then, let's pop that over there. We're ready to go. Okay, this is where you have to wish me luck. Doesn't always work. Key is also to put this paper underneath. If you don't put the paper underneath, you are, I'm afraid to say, mildly stuffed, okay? So you put the paper, use the paper to roll it. Just give it a little nudge, a little squeeze. And the trick is also not to let it roll off the other side, okay? Because we want to use the paper. Doesn't matter if some of the cream goes over the side, but what we want to do is use the paper to lift it onto our plate. Make sure we get the side. A little bit of filling slid off there, no fear. Okay. Look. And you can see there's a few lovely little bits here that you just stuff in the end. Or they become chef's perks and go straight into the mouth. Look at that. That is. And then I'm just going to sprinkle a bit of icing sugar over the top. And there I have it, a rustic pavlova, but I think we should cut a slice, don't you? So, a nice little slice will be really good. Just a small one, eh? Ooh, 600 calories maybe. A little bit of sauce. Just let it drool down the side. That is something very, very sexy.